What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me for your weekend forecast for the weekend of September 12th and the 13th of 2020. Brian here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. There is a lot to go over this weekend. I'd say overall this weekend's looking much more positive than the last couple days were. The last couple days were pretty difficult days, honestly, so this weekend's kind of a nice, I want to say the gifts are opening up a little bit. There's definitely some positivity. So if you've had a rough, Thursday, Friday, I think this weekend is a nice chance to catch your breath. So let's dive on in to that. All right. So we're looking at Saturday here. We got the sun at 20 degrees. It's pretty much hitting the midpoint of a trine to Jupiter and Pluto. Now, Jupiter is going to come direct today, and that's at 5:41 Pacific time, of course, in the United States. So this is nice. We're still getting the trine to Jupiter during this. It's, we're coming off the opposition to Neptune, which really was, it brings a lot of uncertainty. It brings a lot of fog into the reality. It makes things feel really... It makes it hard to get through reality. Everything kind of seems like it's an illusion, if you will. So this is bringing some clarity to our reality. This is going to open up the door. Jupiter is that door to expansion within ourselves, and it is in Capricorn. It is our structure. It is kind of like, what we want our reality to be and where we're going to start manifesting and reaching the top. Capricorn definitely wants to reach the top. So it's almost like this door, and we got to open this door to the biggest risk, to this great transformation in our reality right now. And this is a big time to step into that power. It's looking pretty good. The moon is moving through Cancer now, and it's making some pretty good aspects. It's going to sextile the sun, and it's going to trine Neptune. So there is this comfort within ourselves right now where, we kind of are seeing some clarity today. It's definitely a day of, okay, the message is more clear. Yesterday, maybe it was a little foggy. Even though I was getting the messages, I wasn't sure if it was the right message. Well, today's more like, okay, this feels more right. This feels more comfortable. This feels more natural. This is more supporting. So it's definitely this supporting aspect. It's good. So there's more clarity today. There's definitely more emotional comfort, and there's more intuition. It's like, okay, you can trust your intuition fully again, where Friday you might have been second guessing your intuition and not knowing why. So there's these doors opening up, and we have Venus here starting to make the square to Uranus, which is going to square Uranus with the moon within a 1.5 degree orb tomorrow. So this is, we're starting to really question our value, but we have to find out what really stimulates us from the heart. We have to find out what we're passionate about. If we're not passionate about things right now with Mars retrograde in Aries, we're going to find out that we don't have that power to just go, that oomph to go get us what we need. So it's definitely finding what truly gives us the value, what truly feels aligned with our heart, that we can still put that energy into, but it comes from within. I say that all the time, but this is where we're at right now. We're truly redefining a structure, redefining a reality, and the more we can come into ourself and focus on ourself, our community, and be curious about things, the better off we are. We got the Chiron here trining Venus as well. So there's definitely a lot of healing going on today. I think because we have the moon square on Friday, right? So, we were kind of questioning our emotions, and it was during, the sun square it too. So we were kind of questioning things, or not the sun, but the moon. It was hard. I think things are becoming more clear. The healing that we're doing, the journey we're on, is making more sense. There's definitely this aha moment this weekend where everything's going to click, and you're going to kind of figure out this makes sense. I need to put my energy here. So it's good, but Mercury at 10 degrees is going to make a quincunx to Uranus in Taurus. So there is this thing where we got to be willing to look outside the box still. There's still this ultimate curiosity within our reality to figure out the reality that makes the most sense. It's got to bring love, it's got to bring passion, and if things aren't aligning or you're feeling like stuck and there's no passion, there's no excitement, there's no electricity, you're going to feel a little lost. So go for the electricity, and you might have to do something out of the ordinary to get there this weekend, but it's like Jupiter going direct. It's like, take the gift, go for what feels amazing. Why wouldn't you? So listen to the intuition. It's very strong this weekend. As we look and move the chart over here, we have Jupiter direct. So boom, stationary direct, 5:41 on Saturday today. So this is big. Still making the trine to the sun. Jupiter's trying to get us to the next level. Jupiter's trying to help us, tap into our intuition, tap into our spirituality. There's Neptune here. There really is this divine presence of trusting spirit right now. Both Jupiter and Neptune are by far, I would say, the most in tune with the spiritual realms. So it is this like expansive universe that we're tapping into right now, but this universe is truly found from within. Can't be looking outside. Obviously the universe is outside us, but you got to remember that we are channels for the universe. So what's coming in is how we can create this reality and make it what we want and get it structured properly. So and the sun's coming up on the trine to Pluto. There's so much power within you to create the reality and the structure you want, but you have to dig for it. You don't want to be lazy and miss out on this opportunity to go deep within to make things happen. There is this rise of the phoenix moment happening here where we can find the purity and manifest and get the reality we want, but we got to look within. Our emotion, I got to be honest, our intuition is strong today. It really is. In white moon, Selena's even in the mix with the moon today, making a grand trine. It's very intuitive. It's very divine. There's a lot of connection right now. There's so much divine energy, but we can get lost if we're focusing too much on reality. And when I mean too much on reality, I mean the matrix. I mean the game that's being played to us. The game that's trying to suck you in and take your life force energy. You got to put your power and your sovereignty into what you want, into how you are going to create. And you got to listen to all the signs. There's signs coming in left and right this weekend. It's very portal-esque. So there's this door opening up within. It's going to change your world. You don't get lazy and miss the message. Stay on your game and trust that you're doing the right thing. It could have been foggy on Friday, but the clarity is coming to light. So look deep. There's a lot of positives. And Mars retrograde's making us take action for ourselves and for like the one, it doesn't even have to be the one thing. It can be multiple things, but it's definitely asking us to find ourselves right now and what makes us happy. Where do we want to put our energy? Where do we want to put our drive? Where are we going? There's big questions, and there's big blocks up if we're not doing the right thing with Saturn, especially with the moon making oppositions to Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter here. So there's this powerful intuition, there's this comfort that we're getting, and we're aligning with the reality we want. But we almost have to we can't get too lost in the physical matrix right now. The matrix is falling apart. We have to not get sucked into that trap, which is hard. But it's like the more you focus on yourself, your drive, where you're going, your authenticity, your uniqueness, and even with Chiron in Aries, you're definitely your human authenticity of the weirdness of the being that you are, trying to figure things out and crack the code within yourself. So, Saturn making this never-ending square to Mars retrograde. And Mars is about to come back and hit it. So, there's big doors opening up, but you got to go within. You got to go with what feels aligned with you. And this weekend's a big chance to take that. And you're going to know when things aren't aligned. Like when the universe starts pushing you back, you take a second to go within and ask yourself, is this making the ultimate sense? Is this giving you the ultimate reality? Does this feel divinely aligned? Does it feel like it's, bringing you the environment you want? Does it feel like it's unlocking, a level in your life with Chiron trine Venus? Is there passion? Is there excitement? Is there love? And then we move into Sunday, and the sun's going to create more space with Neptune, and we get the moon moving into Leo, and it's going to trine Chiron. So this is good. This is the moon. We are coming into that dark moon phase, but not until Monday. And it is about this queen energy within us. We got to embrace that love and that creativity, that passion, big time, because there's major healing in being that and being that sovereign being within yourself. And they are going to start making a light square. Obviously, the moon will square on Monday. This is pretty late. This is 11:39 p.m. So on the East Coast, this is already Monday. But it is this build up to this square of a lot of feminine energy to Uranus. So it's definitely unlocking this very creative energy within us emotionally and physically, and trying to elevate ourselves. But sometimes it's got to be electric. Sometimes it's got to bring you the ultimate, to take you to the next level, to find what really brings you value. And sometimes it's not what it looked like. Sometimes it's the complete opposite of what you thought it would look like. So Mercury is going to start making squares, as well as come up on an opposition to Eris and Mars. So we're weighing a lot out right now. We're definitely weighing a lot out this weekend. I think we got to dive deep within ourselves. There's a lot to figure out. There's a lot to weigh out, but we got to be decisive and pull the trigger on the right things within ourselves, within the reality that we want, within the value that we want this weekend. But overall, I would say the energy this weekend is definitely grab it. Like walk through the portal to the life you want, trusting that you're in divine alignment and not second guessing yourself. We got to pull the trigger on what we want. Jupiter's trying to open this door to, Jupiter retrograde in Capricorn's hard. It's fall position. It already doesn't want to give you a lot of gifts in Capricorn. It's like there is one big little gift. You got to go within to find it, though. And stay on what's true to you. I can't stress that enough. The more you keep looking outside of yourself for answers, it's almost like the more you're not going to find them, because you have the answers and you're getting the messages. So, a lot of fire coming into Sunday. So I think it's definitely time to create that world you want. Make it happen. Card for the weekend is the Three of Wands. Yeah, it's time to turn your back to the things that aren't aligning with the passion that you want. It's time to move forward into a new direction that's going to bring you the ultimate love, satisfaction, reality. Go for what feels amazing. Go with what feels aligned with the heart. Go with what brings you, it is about the love. We got to go figure things out. There's a door opening up, but you got to be willing to walk through it. So you got to have the courage to turn your back on things that don't feel good anymore, to listen to what's coming through spiritually, all that, and go. There's a big door opening. You got to walk through it. And if you have to turn your back on another door that's not serving you, turn your back on that door. I love you guys very much, and I appreciate you for watching. I hope you have a great weekend. Go through the door to the ultimate life that you want. It's opening, and nothing's ever easy, right? It's not supposed to be. And when things are easy, great, we got a break. But we got to take these times to really grow. with all these planets retrograde, it is really giving us a chance to catch up on what we need, because when things are going to start popping direct. Jupiter, Saturn at the end of the month, Pluto next month, Mars in November just went retrograde, but same with Neptune in November. So this is really figure things out time, because when things start moving forward again, we're going to have to learn the lessons and get through it. So big things are coming. Take that door within yourself to prepare to find the foundation, the love, and the passion to make your life what you want it to be, and not fall into someone else's agenda in some crazy matrix. You are here to be a sovereign, powerful being. I love you guys very much. Have a great weekend. Peace.